So yesterday we looked at surface area and then a 3D shape that was going to be broken up into a net to find the surface area. But today we're going to look at the inside of a shape and review volume, which is something you did last year with rectangular prisms. So here we are given a juice box that is 4 inches tall, 1 inch wide, and 2 inches long. The question says, how much juice fits inside the juice box? So first off, what's the question want us to find? If it's talking about juice fitting inside the box, we know that's filling up this juice box. So when we talk about filling an inside of a shape, we are talking about volume. So volume is how much can be fit inside a three-dimensional shape. So if this is a box, what shape is this? This would be a rectangular prism. So let's go ahead and draw it out as best we can with our dimensions. So I'm going to start with the front of the juice box. And then I'm going to draw the sides at a diagonal. Remember, this isn't art class, so let's just do as best as we can on our paper to draw this juice box. Okay, so how do we find the volume of this shape? Well, if I look at my star chart, I see that the formula for a rectangular prism is V equals capital BH. So I wonder why the B is capitalized in this formula when we've seen it in lowercase in earlier area problems. So the B is actually capitalized because it stands for the area of the base. So go ahead and write this down. There is a difference when we have a capital B versus a lowercase b. So for volume formulas, we need to first find the area of the base, and then we can multiply it by h, the height. Okay, so I'm going to label h is the height of our shape. Okay, so we're trying to see the area of the base and then see how many of the bases can we stack on top of each other until we fill the inside of this box. So let's look at the shape of the base. So we know that if it's a rectangular prism, the base shape is a rectangle. So I'm just going to draw it right here on the below it so that we can focus on the area of the base. And so if it's a rectangle, how do I find the area of a rectangle? Well, our formula is area equals base times height. So I'm going to put actually a capital B here because that's what we're trying to find, the area of the base. So now that we have our formula, let's go ahead and find the area of this base by putting in our dimensions. So we know the juice box is 4 inches tall, 1 inch wide, and 2 inches long. So if I put that on the base, I know this is a 2 by 1 base. So we can multiply 2 times 1, which we know is 2 squared inches. So the area of our base is 2 squared inches, so I can begin to substitute that into our volume formula. So here we go. The area of the base is 2, and the height, how tall our juice box is 4. And we know 2 times 4 is 8, so the volume is 8 cubic inches. Right? When we talk about area, we're talking about two-dimensional shapes, so we have an exponent of 2. But with volume, we're talking about a three-dimensional shape, so we have an exponent of 3. Alrighty, so we are going to stamp that to find volume of rectangular prisms, we are first going to find the area of the base, and then we are going to multiply it by the height. So we're going to try some more independently.